Hello, brothers. This is Mr. Ellis. I'm going to continue my lecture on decision structures with the switch statement. The switch statement is like the if statement in that it checks a variable for equality, in this case, uh, and it will check for many values, one variable for many values. And so in that way, it's like the if else statement. Okay. I wanted to continue the use of the menu that we had. We had a menu select variable which accepted the input from a prompt the user is given. In this case, the user is given a menu to choose from, and he can choose 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. Now, the select statement would follow this immediately after the selection. The switch statement checks the variable menu select. Okay. I'm going to add curly brackets because it's a block of code. Okay. And I want to say case, the selection is 1, colon. I want to say system that out dot print line, and it will say the the name is William. Semicolon there. Now, with the case structure, we have to break after each node. So in here, I'm just going to type break. The explanation is simple. Once it finds the value, executes the statement or block of statements for that case node, it will break out of the statement and go to the end. If it doesn't break out, it'll go immediately to the next case node and execute the statements that are there. It will continue that action until it hits a break. So once you found the value, executed the statement or statements that you want executed, you must break out. Okay. So I'm going to enter another case 2, and I think it is address. I'm just going to copy this guy here. And enter an address. The address I'm going to enter again is 1234 Grand Avenue. And then here we'll hit the tab and go break again. 3 was the age. That's a lie. I'm not 45. I'm only 21. And in case 4 is the phone number. We'll break out of this. And now I want to call you back, way back to the if statement that was the case structure using else if. you always had at the end of that an else to go with your first if. Here, that node is represented by the word default. Okay? And all that says is that if you don't find one of these selections, 1, 2, 3, or 4, I want you to do this. And I'm just going to simply say wrong selection again. All right. Now that should be sufficient. Let's save this puppy and running. And again, I'm presented with my menu. I'm first going to put in address, and it writes out 1234 Grand Avenue. At this point, I want to see what happens when I enter 9, wrong selection. And I can run it to test each node, and you should test each node to see that it does in fact accept your selection. And it does. This has been the switch statement, decision structure, Mr. Ellis's 407 AP Java class. Thank you.